Huh?
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Overland Podcast. Tony,
Hey, buddy.
you doing all right?
I'm all right. Did you think I froze?
Well, you were real still. Yeah, you were real still. So I didn't know. Welcome to the live recording of the Overland Podcast. You'll see us live on here right now, but if you don't catch us live, if you weren't able to stop your day at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday and watch us live, then you can download it anytime on all podcast platforms under the Overland Podcast. Man, we've had a lot going on here lately.
I know.
It's been a crazy show. Not this show, but like life in general as a show has been crazy. Um, you have done some upgrades to you went to Okie Overland and like got some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Trying to.
excited to see it, man.
I
Come
know.
on.
Trying to get some awnings updated and stuff, and maybe some new walls and some of the the OVS awnings and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
pretty cool. You're going to OVS. They've really stepped their game up. I'm really excited to see some stuff they got.
yeah, and I'm really kind of stoked to see how Arla upgrades her Jeep. She's looking at making some changes to her, just the Jeep itself for solo
Really?
camping. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So she's got
Like
a
going without you. She wants to do more of that.
yeah. She's going to be going with the ladies, and
Hmm.
she's got a ladies trip coming up. So
Wow. Isn't that something? Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
I've we got a trip coming up. Leaving Saturday, we're going to Tennessee for the week, and I got me an upgrade. I got me an
yeah.
upgrade.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because we're taking the Subi, and hey babe, not thank you for
Hey,
joining
hey.
us, our number one fan, being on here. But we got the cool little 20-liter IceCo fridge that looks like a Zarges box. It is so cool. I've never had a fridge that I could control with my phone, and I love that. You can
Well,
turn it
mine.
off, on. You can turn it up, down, off, on. That's so cool. I love it.
See, mine is supposed to do that.
Galen, good to see you.
My fridge is supposed to be able to connect. I mean, it's got an app and everything, but I can't keep it connected. For some
Oh,
reason, it won't stay, Bluetooth connected. I don't know
yeah.
if it only likes one device at a time, but it won't. Anyway,
Well, we got several people that are joining us live on Instagram. We appreciate you being here. I'm watching that on my other screen over here. So if you see me look like this, I'm looking at Instagram because I got it on my screen. It's over here like this.
gotcha. All right.
Expedition Trailers, and man, I could like live in that place. I want to work
Right.
for them. That's like my dream job. I want to work for them one day, and I
That'd be
think
all
that'd be
right.
pretty cool.
Them
Yeah.
or that Texas outfit, they'd be all right. One or the other.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, what's going on? What you got going on? Is there
Well,
anything going on?
uh, we're just trying to make it through this week.
Yeah.
This is the last week before spring break, so 3 more days. 3 more days, and we're home free for 9 days. And
Right.
so we're just trying to make it to that. I know you just came off a trip with GoXplorUSA, and
Yes.
uh,
Thank you, Michael.
Michael.
Yep. Yep.
Michael wins the award every week for being the one that's farthest away.
The
Let's listen.
furthest listener. Yep.
So we
Appreciate his
appreciate you,
support.
Michael,
Yep.
living in the place where the sun never goes down or never. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness,
What
expedition
the?
trailers. Ah, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. They just commented. I guess they're listening. They said, "What's up, buddy? We'll need to upgrade that tax."
Oh,
Oh,
dude, that'd
dude,
be all right.
I could do that. I could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Michael, appreciate you being here. And everybody else who's listening to the live recording of the Overland podcast. Now we have some people in the background that we want to bring on real quick.
Yep.
One of the main things that we have been trying to help promote and
get the word out, spread the word.
Stays up 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. That's pretty good. It's like 7 to 6 here right now, so
yeah,
it's not that big of a difference.
Right.
But the Jasper Jeep Jam that's going on in Jasper, Arkansas, it starts this week, and so we want to bring on to the stage. We have one of the people. Introduce them.
This is we have Lisa Douay with Jasper.
Hey, Lisa.
You pronounce it for me, Lisa. Jasper.
Jeep Jam Overlanding Rally.
Yeah. Well, what I was getting at is the JPAC or something.
Oh, okay. So my name is Lisa Douay, and I'm with Advertising and Promotion. So it's Jasper Advertising and Promotions Commission for Jasper.
There you go.
So we call it JPAC because that's a whole mouthful, right?
Right. It is. Yep.
Yeah. So we're super excited that you guys asked us on tonight. We have such an amazing event going on in Jasper, Arkansas this weekend. We have a Jeep Jam and Overlanding Rally, 3 jam-packed, fun-filled days of things to do in Jasper, Arkansas, right?
Right. It
sounds like she's got some helpers back there.
Who else
like
you got there with you?
Or something.
So right before you called, and I'm glad you texted beforehand because I was very sidetracked because Stacy Buckner just showed up. And so we were helping her put out all the beautiful flags that are waving over here.
Yeah, I saw Misty posted on that.
And talking and visiting with her and showing her around the event area here around the fairgrounds and just enjoying Round Top in the background, as you can see. And it's a gorgeous day. I know we're going to have a little bit of rain, maybe some weather on Thursday, but we've made preps for that, and we are ready. We are ready for this thing.
Yeah, it's crunch time, right?
It is crunch time. We have been so busy. Ticket Leap's been keeping me busy. I mean, it's blowing up with tickets. In fact, we actually crashed it yesterday morning.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I had to call, spend a hot minutes on the phone with them, getting it back up and going. So we have a lot of campers that are going to be staying the duration of the event. We have several people who are coming for the day. We expect to double or easily triple in numbers on Saturday. Live entertainment every
yes.
So we started out with, maybe we should provide a band. So we said, what better band for this event and to represent Newton County than NUCO Band, right? So I called them and they were like, absolutely. So then I thought, well, okay, that's Saturday night. Well, we got to do Friday night after stories around the campfire. And my husband was like, well, check out another band. So sure enough, Magnolia Brown signed up. So then we were thinking, well, hey, let's bring in some locals for Thursday night for some entertainment. So we have a local guy. His name is S7E8 Elvis Daniels. He's a senior here at Jasper High School. Amazing guy. He's been doing Elvis renditions since he was 3 years old. And he will be out here entertaining us for Thursday night, followed by our local band, who is filled with sheriff's deputies and let's see, some of them are EMTs and things like that. And they have joined us for the lineup of events for entertainers. So 7 South will be performing Thursday night as well. So we've quadrupled the number of entertainers that we have here. So that's
awesome.
Amazing. And our food trucks. So our food trucks have expanded as well. So Pappy Smash Burger will be here. Hillbilly Slims will be here. Pop Queen's Popcorn, Shelly Best Fried Pies, the Wooden Spoon. I mean, Northwest Arkansas Italian Ice is showing up now. And I think there's one more out of Kingston that's coming. They're going to call me back tonight, and they're doing frappes and specialty coffee. So I think we have hit it all around on that.
I mean, if you can't stay fed with all of that, you're, I don't know what to tell you.
I know, right? And then our class, like, we've been so super blessed with people coming out and wanting to teach classes. So like Switchback Safety donated their services to us, and that just it gets me, right?
Yeah.
Because they were like, this is your first event. We are doing so many classes. There's going to be 4 different levels of classes that he's doing. Sometimes he'll be doing 2 to 3 classes a day. We have Overlander Radio doing their classes in the ladies lounge, as well as The Day We Make. They're doing their classes here. I mean, y'all, it's amazing. It's amazing the amount of people who have donated their time and their efforts to make this happen, because this event, the Jasper Jeep Jam and Overlanding Rally, was created in order to fundraise for the city of Jasper, because I wanted a way, and we wanted a way, to be able to provide free events for the whole rest of the year for the entire city. So, and for visitors who come to visit. So like Sparks in the Parks, for instance, in July. So we're going to have a massive fireworks display, vendors out there, food. We have 2 of our local headliner bands that are going to be performing, that have performed in Nashville, Tennessee. Just amazing things that we want to provide and not charge a penny. So these people can come with their families, enjoy and celebrate America, celebrate each other, and celebrate the amazing place we live in the Ozark Mountains. I mean, come on.
All right.
Love it.
That's awesome.
For sure.
So you've got Stacy and Misty with The Day We Make there with you right now, right?
Yes, I do. Sorry for the
no.
Yeah, so I have Stacy Buckner here, and Misty's here. Pop in, say hey.
Hey, there's Misty.
Hey, girl, hey.
She's running. She's running. Miss Stacy
Woo!
Buckner.
Oh, that's awesome. Stacy, I can't wait to see your gladiator.
Well, it's not a gladiator. I wish it was a gladiator, but it is just a four-door JLUR. This is beautiful out
Okay.
here.
All right. Yeah, I guess I got it mixed up, but yeah, that's awesome.
I've never been to Arkansas. I've only been through it, and I was really impressed with the fairground and just being invited, man. This is a great way to get to know some more veterans, get to know this part of the country, and spread our mission.
Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. I'm excited to meet everybody.
Raffle out here, and 50% of the proceeds are going to go to her mission. And JPAC is also going to have a raffle that's 50-50. And we're also going to have a raffle for Ladies Overlander Radio, your nonprofit. Thank you. Warriors in the Wild. And also we were blessed with an amazing raffle. Okay. So I have this new friend who called the other day and said, hey, me and my wife were talking, and we would like to donate an airplane ride over the Buffalo River for 3 people.
Wow.
Hats, t-shirts, stickers, everything. So
that's a raffle?
A raffle. $5.
Oh, dude.
Right? Yeah, my daughter said she's going to beat all of you because she's dropping her whole paycheck in that bucket.
My skin's crawling right now. That would be so fun.
Yeah, so we have so much cool stuff. Like we have Game and Fish that came out here. You want to get a ducky? Yeah, out of the bag over there. I'm going to show you guys the ducks that they gave for our I gave her one, so it's on her dash right here. For our event, they said we wanted to go above and beyond, so you can't do Arkansas from Game and Fish without a mallard.
It's a mallard.
That's awesome. That's so fun. That's cool.
So they donated that, and y'all, the door prizes are phenomenal. We have so like you can not only do a raffle, but you get door prizes every day. So every vendor that's going to be out here is going to be donating a door prize, okay? And they're up to $50 to $200 prizes. So every vendor's donated. All the people in Jasper have been donating. Airbnbs, local business owners, friends, you name it, have really gone above and beyond for these for these door prizes. And anyone can do that, and that's free. You just come in, put your name in a bucket, and you get a chance to win. We'll draw every single night for different door prizes. So super excited about that.
That's fantastic, Lisa.
Yeah.
That's
so,
awesome.
Everyone to know who some of our vendors are, right?
Yep.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Who's some of your
So
vendors?
we have Overland Spices,
Okay.
Okie Overland,
Right on.
Steel Creek Trailers,
Yep.
Fireside Cookies, Rugged Radios, which they're donating a radio for raffle with a charger and everything.
And they're fixing up all of the crew with communications too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're giving us like 5 handheld radios and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be awesome. I told them to make sure
Nice.
blue because my Forerunner, I'm tricking it out inside with the baby blue. So I was like, make sure you get me a baby blue one. But yeah, so Smoking Crow's going to be here. Chaos Hill Audio. PKV, we all love him. Steadfast Overland, LOT. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, I would be here all night if I start with all the, but,
Michael says, heard there'd be an awesome knife in the door prizes.
right. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so PKV is donating an amazing knife with the sheath that he's going to make. He's also going to be here doing demonstrations and showing you how he creates his knives. There's going to be a lot of people out here who are doing live demonstrations. So you're not just coming to vend, you're actually getting to experience how they make and how they use their products that they're selling or creating. So I think that's amazing. I know like Adventure Trail RV is going to be out here and they're going to have their showers, correct? Overland showers. So he's going to be demonstrating that. Steel Creek Trailers will be out here and he'll be demonstrating all his, mods and the type of trailers that he has. Oh, speaking of mods, we are having a contest, but this is the fun thing. Okay. So we were thinking, let's do a contest for Overlanders. But then we were like, we don't want to be serious because we want this to be fun. So we have 6 awards going out for different Overlanders. And we're not going to tell you what they are, but we have secret judges who are going out throughout the entire event. And on Saturday night, we're going to reveal all of those prizes. So
all right,
that is going to be super cool. So you don't know. So you could be a vendor being judged. You could be, a camper being judged. You could be a demonstrator. You could be a co-host. You never know. So
right on.
Yeah.
Right
So we have
on.
a whole lot of really exciting things in here. But gosh, I just can't say how blessed and how honored and I don't even know not really shocked. It's just overwhelmed. I mean, I'm basically speechless over everything you guys done to make this happen. You guys too, especially, promoting the heck out of us and being behind us. Misty and Joe were the first ones to step up and say, we see good things and we believe in y'all and we want to make this happen. And it's like everyone followed suit and we can't be us without you, without everyone. It takes a village. And I say this all the time. We have the best village ever. So we are so proud. My husband's tearing up. So stop that.
his allergies be acting up.
No.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're excited to get behind you on this. I think it's going to be a great event. Tony's going to be up there representing us, and
I'm trying.
all
I'm
these
trying
people
like heck to be there tomorrow night. I got 24 hours to get ready, and I got a project I got to get finished tomorrow, and it's going to be cutting it close. So
start packing, Tony.
Start packing.
Yeah.
Start packing, Tony. Start packing.
Tony,
He'll be up all night.
If I have time to go home and throw some drawers in a bag, I'm sure you got time.
Yeah. I'll have to find some somewhere.
He can get it done.
Or who needs drawers? We got a Dollar General down the road. We can hook you up.
You got Dollar Generals up there?
They got them. They got down in the Dollar Holler.
Yeah,
so my friend with Paisley's sister, she's been an amazing sponsor with this whole event, y'all. I mean, from start to finish, she has been there in planning. She's the whole sponsor for the Ladies Overlander Lounge. I don't know where she's hiding because she drove up a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where she's hiding.
Made her go that way.
But she made all of these amazing shirts that you guys are going to be getting camping with us with all of our patches on them. All of this, our patches made it. They're not overseas. Yay. We have them. They're gorgeous.
Awesome.
She has been phenomenal. And she is here and she makes clothing and she sells clothing. So if you're naked, no fear.
Yeah.
Saying, don't worry about
Go naked.
Naked and unafraid, right?
naked, and we will not be Right.
The mannequin didn't.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
the mannequin didn't even have pants till yesterday.
Uh-oh.
My goodness. Well, embrace your feral and then get
Yeah.
on up there and get some
It's your
clothes.
feral. You are
That's
right.
right.
You're a feral.
That's right. Well,
That's
Lisa,
right.
thank you for coming on here and giving us an update. Super excited that Ticket, I'm drawing a blank. Ticket Leap.
Ticket Leap. Hey,
Ticket
listen,
Leap.
go to JasperJeepJam.com.
It's scrolling across the bottom and has been the whole time you've been on
Yep.
here, so people can see.
JasperJeepJam.com. I'm
So-
so happy that we broke Ticket Leap yesterday.
Yes,
Hopefully that's just because of high traffic.
They were calling like, "How's the whole event sold out?" I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah. No, don't do that to us.
Yeah, don't do
Don't
that.
turn people away.
Thank
That's
you
right.
guys so much, and we hope you have fun, and we hope you have safe travels this weekend. We know you're headed up.
All right.
Yes,
We'll see you
ma'am.
soon, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
Guys, have a good
All
night.
right. You too. Bye-bye.
So everybody head on over to jasperjeepdam.com, or you can get on any of their socials and check out the stuff. It is this Thursday through Saturday, March 14th through the 16th at the Newton County Fairgrounds in Jasper, Arkansas. So it starts a 3-day event. It has the prices on there, the daily rates if you want to go for a day. And then it has the schedule of events. But this that we have posted up here might be out of date now because she has already told us about a whole bunch of more stuff that they have added since they have started doing this. So that's
right.
That's pretty cool. Well, hey, we got her on there pretty quick, and we didn't even have a chance to intro the show. So, hey, you are watching the Overland Podcast. Here we go.
Thank you for watching or listening to the Overland Podcast. We're excited to be here. We're coming to you live as we do each week, bringing you the latest in all things outdoors and overlanding. The live show contains listeners, so join us with your comments and questions. Here we go. No pros, just bros on this show.
Here we go. So that's pretty cool. That's coming up this Thursday, which is, if you haven't been keeping up with your calendar, Tony, the day after tomorrow.
It's 36 hours, dude.
I don't know if you know this, but you just got back from an event 2 days ago, and you're back 2 days, 1 day, and then you're leaving again. So
I know. Got home. I had work to do on both Jeeps, cleaning, packing. I had about 3 inches of mud on my truck that I had to, air chisel some of that mud off of there, and
some of that red Ozark mud that you got on there.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I was very interested in y'all going up there since we kind of had a little bit of surprise. I guess about a month and a half ago when they posted the new MVUM map. So and y'all already had the I think it was this the high watermark trail that y'all had done, or was it a different one?
Well, I think he called it the waterfall trip, but I think it did. I think include parts of it. Yeah. Well, I mean, water was high everywhere.
Water was high, and I knew that the water was high because of where we had been. You could tell that the rivers were rolling really good. We went down there. I guess it was about 3 weeks ago. We went down there and camped at Woolham, which is part of the high watermark trail where you cross the Buffalo.
Yep.
And some guys, there was 3 Jeeps that came in and camped right next to us, and we happened to be walking by them. And I asked them what they were doing. They said, "We're doing the high watermark trail. We come up here every year." And I said, "Have you checked the water levels?" And then they weren't as high as they are now. And he said, "Oh yeah, we come up here and do this." They were from Alabama, Mississippi area, I think, and one of them, it was their very first trip. He had just got a brand new rooftop tent. And so when we left out that morning, we saw them lined up at the Buffalo. And I thought, man, it's going to be all they want. And we ended up seeing them that next day. We went down on the Falling Water Road and we camped down there. And they actually pulled up at the campsite that we were in. We got there maybe 2 minutes before they did. And they pulled up and I said, "Hey, y'all are welcome to stay here." But they said, "No, we'll go." And I asked him, I said, "How was the Buffalo?" And he's like, man, that's all I wanted. He said it came up over my hood, and I'm lift, big tires, everything. And now I don't think it would be possible unless you had one of those earth roamers or whatever. But it's high. Water's high. Water's
Yeah,
high.
it was real high. We hit a couple of spots this weekend and had to backtrack. One of them was Saturday night camp. We were a quarter mile down there by that water crossing by Car Wash Falls.
Yeah.
We were a quarter mile from camp and had to backtrack. It took 58 minutes to go all the way around and back.
So the little creek that runs into Big Piney was the one that y'all were going to cross, and it was.
Yeah.
I bet it was rolling.
Yeah,
because you called me Thursday night because y'all actually had service, and I could hear the rain hitting the tent while we were on the phone together.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh man, I know it's going to be good for the waterfalls, but for the water crossing and the mud and things like that. Speaking of that, not only the water crossings, but the mud and the sliding kind of gave you an issue too, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It sure did. We were just about done Friday with, kind of the roughest part of the trip. I say rough, I mean just the more technical part of the trip. And there was a mud hole that, we looked at it and there was a bypass, so we were thinking it was late in the day. We were going to try the bypass and go around it, and Brad went up it and went around. But it was, really slick. And whenever I tried it, I was right behind him. And I tried it. I went up, and it's at an angle, and I just slid down right sideways into a tree, a little tree. It didn't do any damage to the truck, but we had to winch the truck sideways, the front and the rear. I had to winch it sideways and then bring it back down. So,
man.
Yeah, that was the first time.
You had to do a lot of winching for the different vehicles, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Whew. I imagine that was now the weather during the day, each day was a really nice weekend. But it did rain 2 of the nights, which kind of complicated a few of the things.
Yeah. Thursday and Friday night. Friday night we got to camp, it was after dark, and of course Danielle had us, fixed up with amazing food and everything. But right after we got to camp, we ate, got set up, and it started raining. It was time to get in the tent. And I mean, my mind was going, I wasn't ready to go to bed, but my body was tired, and so I had service. And so I just started calling people I knew, just see what's going on.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny when you get up there. I always I don't know what people do, and we should do a show on that. What do you do when you're stuck in a tent? Because it happens to all of us, whether it's cold, whether it's weather or wind or whatever, and you just don't have a place outside to go, or you're not set up, to be out in the weather, whatever. What do you do? I always have a couple books downloaded on my phone. My wife always has her Kindle. I always have a game that I don't have to have service with. And I know everybody's got their own little thing that they do, but I just wonder what people do. That would be interesting.
See, I was sort of in a quandary there because with my awning, I could put my awning out and we'd have a place to hang out and talk out of the rain. But, A, it was sort of late, and then B, we were going to be getting up early and moving on. So I'd be putting up a wet awning and stuff like that. So I was like, I think I just want to go to bed.
Sometimes it just ain't worth the trouble.
No.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Especially when, it's tough to put up, tough to take down, especially when it's wet. And then you have to go home, put it all back up again, let it dry out.
Yeah.
And you and I have that, I don't know, it's a little cloud that follows us around anyway, like Linus on Peanuts, because it seems like every time we camp it rains.
To some degree, it seems
like Bill and Deb. We're kind of like Bill and Deb, every time they go somewhere, it pours down rain. But well, that's cool. I knew that it was going to be an interesting trip. I knew it was going to be a good trip, and I was happy for Brad with GoXplorUSA that he was actually able to get that going, because I knew that he had to cancel the one in February because of the ice and snow and making sure everybody got home okay and all that. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's just one of those things where I was really hoping that y'all had a good trip. So
Yeah,
I'm glad it threw you a curveball. It made it interesting.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have some good pictures come out of it.
It did. I'm looking forward to that. I've still got to get a bunch of that stuff downloaded before in the next 24 hours before I leave again. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we had an amazing time. The obstacles on Friday were, they were pretty challenging for some of the folks, the attendees, and really pushed their limits a little bit. And you could tell, they wasn't quite sure if they were for sure. But when at the end of the day, when you get to camp and you're standing around the fire or whatever, and they're talking about, and with a smile on their face,
how much fun it was,
how much fun it ended up being. In the moment, it's stressful, and you hear the bottom of your rig dragging on the rocks and stuff. It's stressful, but then they're talking about, hey, what lift would be good for a Gladiator? And I'm like,
gotcha.
I know this one. I know the answer to this one.
So what kind of rigs were there? I did see an FJ Cruiser. I know your Gladiator, and we know Brad's Tacoma was there. What else was there with you?
Yeah, so there was another Gladiator, a red Rubicon Gladiator. There was a Rubicon Jeep Wrangler on 37s. There was another Gladiator, Rubicon Gladiator. Great couple from Ohio. Let's see. There was a kind of a stock Rubicon Wrangler from, I believe he was from Iowa. There was another JL Wrangler that was there. I don't know. I can't keep
That's
it.
Cool. How many rigs in all do you remember?
Like 7 rigs with me and Brad. Probably 8 rigs. Me and Brad, and then Eli with whatever with wheels. He's come on with as a like a tail gunner role, trail spotter and assist recovery guy type role. He had his Cherokee. So 2 Gladiators, 3 Jeeps, and an FJ. Cool. So 6 clients and 3, so 9 rigs, I guess.
Awesome. That's good. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good time. Now, there's another, you can check out GoXplorUSA.com, and he has a calendar on there of all the events that he's coming up, whether it's going to be in the Ozarks or Ouachitas. I know there's one coming up in May in the Ozarks, and there's going to be one in the Ouachitas in the fall.
Yeah,
so there's going to be one
released. He released the May trip last week, and it sold out in 2 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
so I know he's got some like October, November, somewhere in there. So get on there on the mailing list, get on the notification list if you want to go.
Yeah. GoXplorUSA.com, sign up for the, I think he calls it a newsletter. And I think it's pretty much just an email, and you'll be the first one to know about all the trips, about when it's going to release and things like that, because his stuff does sell out pretty quick. So huge fan of Brad. Brad is a super good guy. Make sure he knows his stuff. He knows his routes, and always provides a good time. And there's always people there that will help you. So if you're new to this, want to get out and try some trails, maybe do some things that you're not comfortable doing by yourself, or if you're one of the millions of people that post on Facebook, hey, I'm coming to Arkansas for the weekend, I don't know where to go, could you recommend some trails? And nobody will ever tell you where to go because they don't do that, so don't ask. Sign up with Brad, and he'll take you, and then you could save it, and then you'll know exactly where to go, the areas where to go, things like that. And it's the best way to do that. So if you're not comfortable doing that by yourself, do it with him. And
that's right.
One of us will be there to take some really cool pictures of your vehicle, cook some good food, and have some good time around the fire. So it's always a good time.
Danielle cooked the best jambalaya. Oh, good grief! That
She
was
sent us pictures of it and
so
tortured
good.
us.
Yeah.
It was great.
Anyway,
Now
sorry.
I was not able to go on this one. I was actually supposed to work all day Saturday, and then Thursday they canceled everything, and so I still had to work Sunday morning, so I still wasn't able to go on the whole trip. So my wife and I went down. We took a little day trip. Had to do some work on the FJ. I had been losing my throttle.
Mm-hmm.
138,000 miles, I think, on it now, and I'd been losing my throttle on the last several long trips that we had taken. So I replaced the throttle body, replaced the mass airflow sensor, and I wanted to get it out and test it out. So we took a little trip down to Hot Springs, and there's a place down there called Kara's Packing Company. And it's this little old bitty mom and pop shop. I think it's a little 5th generation that they make their own different things. They've got brats, they've got homemade hot dogs, they've got boudin, they've got steaks, chicken.
Oh, you went for the boudin.
Boudin stuffed chicken. They've got every
gosh.
frog legs. They got everything you can think of.
Oh, they can have the frog legs.
It was amazing. So
yeah.
we went down there and spent a ton of money. And then we went to, on the way down there, I saw a big sign on the side of the road that said Clampett's Meat Market, largest meat market in Arkansas. And it's on Highway 7. So we just made a big loop, went by Clampett's. Now, Clampett's is a smokehouse, and then they also have, oh my gosh, I could stay in there for hours. They had every kind of steak you could think of, fresh, never frozen. They had every kind of fish you could think of. They also had boudin and brats, and oh my goodness, we spent another fortune in there and filled up the fridge and brought a whole bunch of stuff home and packed the freezers. So it was fun, and the FJ did flawless. I'm telling you, it ran better than it has in years. And I don't know what the deal is about, doing just minor upgrades and stuff. And so anyway, well, hey, one of the sponsors of the show is on here. Jarrett is with Steadfast Overland. And let me tell you, I have been using Jarrett's stuff. So if you go to Steadfast Overland on Instagram and message him or do whatever, he's got all kinds of men's grooming products, beard oils and stuff like that. And, I wear a uniform every day, and I have a little shelf right here where everything goes, and all my beard junk goes right there, and it just makes it look awful. So every morning I've been using Jared's beard oil, and it just makes me smell delicious.
Nice.
Delicious.
Nice.
And I've been loving that. So it has been something else. Now I've got several different ones here, and this one here is it's called the Brawler beard oil. So he does it in this, and they're really nice. Yeah. This is called Title Holder, and they smell so. One's like, ooh, that smells like Brute. And so he makes these out of like essential oils and stuff like that. So really cool. Go to Steadfast Overland and check out him on Instagram. Send him a message.
Or just come to Jasper.
He'll be there this weekend.
He's got hats, he's got beanies, he's got all the cool stuff. So come.
He'll be there.
And he's got the best
Pruitt Knives of Valor.
Yeah.
That's, he doesn't know it yet, but he's the newest sponsor of the show. So we'll need to let him know that. He knives, and I've got several. I'm excited.
Nice.
And,
nice. I can't wait. I asked him last night where I was at on the list, and he goes, "It's after more."
Ooh.
Yeah. So then I got to looking at the inventory that he's bringing. Which, by the way, if y'all are going to Jasper Jeep Jam, and you're looking for a knife, you better get over there before I do, because I may
get one quick. Noticed that he had about 10 that he's bringing. He's got some that he doesn't have many left over that he had.
He can't make them fast enough. They're selling like hotcakes. Yeah. He's trying to build up some inventory to take to some of these shows. So
he can't. He sells them too fast. I'm telling you. I bought a set of cleavers from him, and I was very hesitant on the mini cleaver. I'm telling you, I've never had a knife shaped like this. I wish I had it. I could show you, but the mini cleaver, I thought, yeah, it's cool. I don't think I'll ever use it. I've used that knife a ton.
Really?
It's the coolest thing. Now,
See,
I love it. I love it.
I,
Now I've got a chef's knife that I use almost every day, and I've cut everything in the house with it, including me. And so you got to be careful with these knives because they are so sharp.
oh, there's they're sharp. There's razor sharp, and then there's like 3 levels above that is PKV sharp. I mean,
yeah.
I got the opportunity to use one of those small cleavers a couple of weeks ago on the shenanigans trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I was cutting potatoes just like it was just butter, and I was like,
It's butter.
oh my
You don't have to
gosh,
put any pressure on it.
no. And he's bringing one that has the black patina on it that I want,
Really?
with a green and black handle.
Green?
Yeah, I like green. I mean, it's not Snazberry, but it's it's fine.
Yeah. That's true, Jarrett. He will bring all the people to you because I don't know if you've met Michael, but he's a talker. I mean,
Yeah.
he can talk his way out of anything. If he ever gets pulled over by the cops, no way he's getting a ticket.
No,
No,
Yep.
I don't think so. Well, I just want to share for just a minute. I want to brag on my wife a little bit. A couple weeks, 2 weekends ago, we went down to Southwest Arkansas to Eagle Rock Loop. Now, if you've never been to the area around, I can't ever think of the name of it. Albert Pike.
Yeah.
Albert Pike.
Albert Pike. There you go. I was
Albert
gonna say,
Pike is in Southwest Arkansas. It's not quite in the corner, but it's down there in the Ouachitas. Albert Pike has some of the most beautiful places to camp. There's water everywhere. And they have all these forest roads that you can go down, lots of places to camp, lots of waterfalls, places to see, things like that. So there's a loop down there. It's the longest loop in Arkansas. It's advertised on All Trails as 26.2 miles. It's the exact mileage of a marathon. Okay. So it's a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip, or you can stage some vehicles and skip the mountains. There's 6 big mountains that you could skip. We actually met some people down there from Texas who don't like mountains. And they actually skipped the mountains, and we met them in Albert Pike, and they were doing that. But we started out on Friday. We took Friday off, got up at 3:00 in the morning, went and picked up another guy that I work with. Yeah, 3:00 in the morning. There's 2 of those
gross.
a day, AM.
That's gross. Ew.
And we went down there, and we got it's pretty good ways from here. It's about 120 something miles from here.
Oh,
So
wow.
we picked up my buddy at 3:30. We were on the trail at 7. Now, there's 3 sections. There's 3 trails that they put into one. The Boy Scouts have built this, and they have done a fantastic job. But you can do the easy part at the beginning, then go up a few hills on the second day, and then do the mountains on the last day. And that's what Tim Ernst recommends, because he says your pack is the lightest on the last day. Well, I got to thinking, okay, this is me. The amount of food that we take is not substantial, and I won't tell a difference in 2 to 3 pounds in my pack. I won't tell the difference. If it's 19 pounds or 22 pounds, I won't tell the difference. I just know that it's about 20 pounds on my back. You just can't tell.
Yeah.
You can't tell. Now, I have done such a good job. I want to pat myself on the back. I've done such a good job. The very first backpacking trip that I went on, my pack was 38 pounds. I had lost 52 pounds. I was 185 pounds soaking wet, and I was carrying 38 pounds on my back. I don't know what percentage of weight that is, like a third of your weight. Or fourth of your weight I was carrying on my back. I'm not good at math, but it about killed me. Yeah. Now I'm 185, a little bit more muscle, and my pack was 22 pounds with water. So I shaved 16 pounds off my pack.
That's
So I was
huge.
real excited about that. But let me tell you, my wife went with us, and this is the hardest. And they say on all the things, be in shape for this. Don't go out there if you're not in shape. And so I decided, since I really can't tell 3 pounds in my pack, we wanted to do the mountains first. And she agreed. She's like, mountains on the first day. So we get out, have to cross water, and we go straight up for number one, go down, straight up, number two, go down, straight up, number three, go down. 6 mountains. We did 12
Wow.
miles of mountains on the first day. 12 miles. And we were tired. I'm going to tell you, we were tired. Now, there's some places up there that have beautiful overlooks. You see a lot of beautiful things. It's a very popular trail. People, when we pulled them in the parking lot, there were people there from Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. Very popular trail. But we did the mountains first. 12 miles, stopped at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This was before the time change, so it was fixing to start getting dark. It was going to get pretty cold that night, so we sat around the fire for a little bit, got in our tents, and the next day we get up and we did 8 miles, which was that makes 20 miles, and then we had a little over 6 miles to go. We ended up doing 27 miles. Did 7 miles on the last day. So, but we lost water over 25 times. We were crossing water. There was 3 times it was up to our knees. We had to change shoes, put on water shoes, wade across. But the rest of the time we were finding rocks to stand on to get across the water. And, I'm not going to lie, we both fell in because they were slippery, wet feet, all that stuff.
So
it was tough.
You couldn't, in 22 pounds, you couldn't carry enough water for 3 days. So
we didn't have to, because there was water everywhere.
Did you take your grill or what?
I did not take my grill. I had a Sawyer Squeeze, which is a little bitty, I think I've got it. Oh, it might be. I thought it was right here, but it's just a little old thing that attaches to a smart water bottle. Okay. So I had 2 smart water bottles, and I also had some tablets that you just put in water, and after 30 minutes, you shake it up, and after 30 minutes, it's ready to go. So I had a really great system with water. I filtered one, filled the water back up that had the filter on it, and I put a tablet in it. So that, and by the time I got ready to get to that one, it would be ready. And so it was so nice because we didn't have to carry a lot of water. Everywhere we went, there was water. And I'm going to tell you, you may not be into backpacking, you may not be into walking, but if you can get down there, I'm telling you, I've lived 47 years in Arkansas. I've been to every corner, almost every square inch of the Ozarks and Ouachitas, and this was the most beautiful place I've been in this state.
Wow.
Everywhere you went, there's a place called the Winding Stairs on this trail, and it's like probably a quarter mile of just rock after rock after rock after rock after rock. And it's nothing but a giant long waterfall. The Little Missouri River runs completely through there. Richard's been there. He and I talked about it when we got back. But you follow water almost the whole way, and you cross it, and you go a little ways, and you cross it again, you go a little ways, and you cross it again. Almost every campsite was right on the water. You were right there where you could fish, filter water, just see the beautiful cliffs, everything. It was outrageously cool. I was so impressed. And I was so impressed with my wife. I'm telling you, this was so cool. So, I'm going to tell on her a little bit. The second day, or maybe it was the first or second day, she slipped off a rock and fell in the water. So both feet got wet. I can't remember if it's the first or second day. Now, I think it was the first day because we did all the mountains. But she had on waterproof boots. And and her boots filled up with water, which made them like boat anchors on her ankles.
Yeah.
But she kept up. She never got too far behind, and she was a trooper, and she did all 27 miles, and I could not be more excited. It was
wow.
so
That's
much
awesome.
fun. I have a picture. It's a really cool picture of where we set up some sticks on the fire, and I had her boots upside down to try to dry out over the fire. It was great.
Yeah. Was the
First
water
day
running
right
out
before
like
the
a...
biggest mountain. That's right. That's when it happened. Now I had on. I didn't fall in until the last day. I fell in the last day, right after she did the second time. But I had worked so hard to keep my feet dry. But I had on hiking boots that actually are not waterproof. And if you have hiking boots that are not waterproof, they actually drain and dry instead of hold water. And so mine sloshed for about a mile, and after that, they were fine. So, yeah, Richard says, want to go and catch fresh trout for dinner, taking tuna packs for options. There's so many places to fish. Winding Stairs is unreal. But I just got to tell you, y'all need to get down to this area. There's so many people that's all about Ozarks this, Ozarks that, Ozarks this. And I know if you're into trails in your Jeep or Toyota or whatever, the Ouachitas really don't have a whole lot to offer when that comes. But as far as beautiful scenery, water, all that stuff, this area is amazing. Yeah, and she says smart wool for the win, wet or dry. Smart wool socks, smart wool underwear, smart wool base layers. We had it all, and it was absolutely insane. Perfect.
All of the wools?
All the wools, smart wools, and it's definitely smart. It's so cool.
Nice.
But so the second day we did 8 miles. We go through, we go on the last mountain, go down into Albert Pike. You know, Albert Pike was, I don't remember the year, but it's when the Little Missouri flooded. There was a wall of water came down there and killed all those people.
Oh, okay. I remember
like
that now. I forgot
15
it was...
people that died. They were camped
Yeah.
right in a little park right there on the side. And, you know, it was a tragedy, and they closed that down, and it's been closed ever since. Now they have it as day use, but you just camp in that area anymore. But that's kind of what Albert Pike's famous for. But this
Wow.
Eagle Rock Loop is absolutely one of the most beautiful places that I've seen. There's waterfalls everywhere. There's rivers everywhere. There's overlooks. It has everything. And I was very, very impressed with it. And I can't wait to go back. It was so much fun.
We got to do a little bit of hiking this last weekend, and I don't know, I'm feeling, you know, hearing you talk about this and what we did last weekend is really kind of, you know, making me feel like I need to challenge myself to get in better shape and get out and do some of that.
I tell you what, it is, it's something where if you can broaden the way that you are able to see, and you know, some people get out there for the thrill of it. They get out there, you know, to see what their Jeep can go over, whatever. I loved the outdoors. I love the views. I love to be able to see things like that. And this really filled my cup. Yeah, Richard said it happened in 2010. And my wife says, you know, right after Albert Pike, we were probably 200 yards past Albert Pike. There's actually a place where water comes out of a rock, and you don't even have to filter the water. It's already filtered. It's a big solid stone with one little hole in it, and there's water pouring out of it.
Yeah.
It had, if you are into science and moss and things like that, there were more types of moss I have ever seen in my life. I have never seen things like this, but if you're into science and stuff like that, it will blow your mind. I'm huge fan. And we had been talking about doing this for a long time, but it's, you know, it just hadn't worked out until we just decided, you know, this is when we're going to do it. Lord blessed us with amazing weather. It didn't rain on us. We thought it was going to rain on us Sunday, but it was really nice, sunny. It was actually hot on Saturday. Yeah, and I agree. My wife says it's so neat to see what your body can do in the places it can take you.
You mean you can survive out in the wilderness without a diesel heater?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's amazing how much body heat that you can produce in a tent, with another person. There was two of us in our tent, and my tent is 2 people, 1 pound. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
2 people, 1 pound. It is one of the lightest tents on the planet. You can see through it, but it got down to 30 degrees when we were in Big Bend and did the South Rim. It got down to 30 degrees and we did not get cold. It's amazing how much heat that your body will put out to keep you warm.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I read somewhere where your body puts off enough thermal energy in like 8 hours to boil a cup of water or something.
oh, I
Or,
believe it.
I
I
mean,
know mine does.
but if and you think about, you guys are done, you come off a huge workout, you got an internal fire still burning,
Yeah.
and then when you put food in there, it's going to continue building heat, and you get in a tent that's got a small space to it.
Yeah.
That's why that jet boil works so well in my
Yeah. Well, I
tent.
actually
It's
I
a
actually
small
pulled
space.
I did your trick on Saturday morning. We woke up and everything was frozen.
Yeah,
And so I actually had Gia had the Jet Bull stash
yeah.
is what I gave her to bring, and we actually screwed that onto a bottle and lit it in the tent for just a minute. And I'm telling you, within 30 seconds, we were dying. It was so
Yeah,
hot in there.
it doesn't
So I had
take
to
long.
get out and breathe. I mean, I was dying. It was so warm. So yeah, it works really good. It works really good. But
Yep.
anyway, that place down there, I am so impressed with the way that they keep it up. It was one of the best, well kept trails that we have been on, and I bet we've done 100 trails in Arkansas, and this was one of the best, well kept. You cannot get lost. It is so beautiful, and I would highly recommend it. So put it on your list. Richard says he wants to go back with us, and I hope they're able to, because I want to do it again. Now it's getting pretty warm. Probably won't do it when it's warm. If you try to do that trail when it's hot, we talked to a guy who did it in June,
Oh
and
goodness.
he brought some Boy Scouts out there in June, and they ended up stopping on the trail, base camping by one of the deeper water holes, and swam the whole time and then walked back. So,
I bet.
I said, man, I can't blame you there. Can't blame you
Yeah.
there. But it would be a good place to go in the summer, because everywhere you go, there's water, and you could just go to a swimming hole. But that's one of the things I love about overlanding. It takes you to these places, and then you're able to get out of your car and go
Yeah.
see other things, or get in a kayak, or put on a backpack, or whatever.
Right.
And that's one of the things I love about it. But anyway, it was incredible, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So
Sounds like it was a great trip.
it was. So, man, let me tell you, this has been a great time to be back. We only do this once a week, and it's good to be back. It's good to have my Logic Overland coffee here. And I
Yeah.
haven't been sleeping very well, and we took a power nap right before the show, and I made me some coffee, and I think it worked.
Nice.
It's
You
good.
got your second
I
one.
I got Muddy Mary and Canyon Craig watching over me back here.
I
And
mean, and those
just
are
so you
two of the
know,
greats.
Logic Overland, logicoverland.co, if you want to go and purchase some of the best coffee in the world. They are building a new facility, which is a block away from CB Adventure Supply. So if you go to CB, you'll be
No.
able to go down there.
Right on.
But they're doing really well because their coffee is so good. Got something new coming out this week. So be ready, be prepared. It's coming.
Nice. Really nice.
Now, this next week is spring break. I don't know where y'all are going. I think you're going to try to do some camping next week.
Yeah, we're
After
just
the
kind of
gym.
keeping it open a little bit. Yeah, we don't have anything set in stone. Next weekend, Arla is doing a women's trip.
Yeah.
With Jessie from she runs with the Okie Overland crew.
Mm-hmm.
She put together a women's trip, so the
Cool.
following weekend she's going. But we may try to get out, just us kids, and see what.
That's cool.
See what
Well,
we can.
we're loading up the Subaru and the dog, and we're heading to Tennessee. We're going to do something a little different this time. We've got we're going to go down and stay with Bryce and Danielle and see Brad down in Mississippi, and then we're going to head over to Tellico Plains, Tennessee, do some things in the National Forest over there, and then come back and spend a couple days in Lynchburg. And I don't know if you know what's in Lynchburg, but
lemonade.
Yeah, we're going to do a facility tour tasting deal over there. It's going to be real fun.
And there's
so it's going to be fun.
Was there something else, or did I hit the nail on the head?
Oh yeah, Jack Daniel's is there, and I've toured Jack Daniel's once. Gia never has, but I haven't done the tasting tour. It is so fascinating.
I thought you were getting ready to tell me there was the Lodge Cast Iron place there.
That's in Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and we are stopping there on the
way to Lynchburg.
Yes. Yeah, so Lodge Cast Iron. Our Subaru may weigh 18 pounds when we come back. So, yeah, we're going to stop there. And we're also going to go to George Dickel. So, I think that's going to be pretty fun. And it's like best of both worlds because Jack Daniel's is humongous and George Dickel is a little bitty. Yeah. And so it's going to be the best. Well, it's going to be cool. Right. But it's going to be fun. So we got that coming up next week. And hopefully on Tuesday, we'll have some Wi-Fi and we can get together and do the show. But we'll see. If not, we'll do it.
Let's try it. Let's try it.
I hope everybody.
Hey, just real quick, two plugs. If you're going to Jasper Jeep Jam and you want more, you want to know more information about the Go Explorer stuff, come by and see me. Mm-hmm. I've got patches while supplies last to hand out. Come by and tell me you heard it on the podcast, and I got you a patch.
Sweet.
And then the other thing, while you're there, we talk a lot about food. Mm-hmm. Shelly Beth's Fried Pies.
Shelly Beth's Fried Pies is going to be there. Handmade inside and out. And that's her backyard. So she lives just right around the corner.
I know.
And she makes the best fried pie. I don't know which one's my favorite. The lemon is good. The peach is good. I think the blackberry has to be my favorite. I've never tried any of the meat pies that she has. I think they would be pretty good, but they are all good. And I tell you one that'll blow your mind because I looked at it and I thought, I'm not going to try that. But she's got one that's it's like a creamy raisin. And I thought, I don't know about that. But I tried one. It was good. It was good.
Really?
Yeah. She'll give me
some. Raisins are why I have trust issues.
Really?
Yeah, the oatmeal raisin cookies because they look like chocolate chip cookies.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are the best cookies ever.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, especially no.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, come by and see us. Get your Shelly Beth's Fried Pies.
Get your Shelly Beth's Fried Pies.
I don't know. I'm going to be living on Shelly Beth's Fried Pies and Logic Overland coffee all weekend.
I guarantee. Hey, get there on Thursday if you can't get there on Friday. And we shine. Benji says that's a big nope.
Nope.
Man. Until then, hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Tomorrow's hump day. A couple days is Friday. And then we got the weekend. Next week, spring break. Until then, have yourself a great week. Look out for number 1. Don't step at number 2. We're out.